Welcome to the live stream, where I'm live and alive. Just doing some more random casual gameplay. Nothing too crazy, except for the back-to-back dismemberments and decapitations. But it's still casual. We're just casually dismembering people. Not a big deal. Just trying to get some loot. It's a little bit fun trying to figure out some of these puzzles. It's not always just run in, chop up a few people like sushi, and then opening up the chest. Sometimes there's a little bit of a riddle. You know, like follow the rolling arms and... Okay, this mother... There, got him right in the sack. Right in the kidney. Okay, we need to get to that. that top part there. And try to figure out where our next piece of armor is. What's been kind of interesting... Hello, FIFA 21. Yeah, just give me a second there. I'm just waiting for people to show up. I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast. Because I was looking something up on the computer. Boom. The PC home screen was probably more exciting. Okay, so now I am trying to find a couple other pieces of gear, so I'll get into that in a second. So the entire game, arguably England being the biggest map out of the 5, being your main map that you play on. At the bottom left is one of the highest level areas in the game. There's a little cluster, and there's like 3 or 4 pieces of armor that you can get, all like just kind of grouped together. So that's what I'm kind of going after right now. And I've discovered that throughout my journey in searching for treasure, that there is an outfit that looks very Assassin's Creed-ish. You know, a la Ezio Auditore di Firenze. That was a cringy, you know, impersonation of the accent, but whatever. No word of a lie, I literally hit the wrong button, and I just massacred someone in a church. Anos Dominos right in the back of the skull. Shut it when I'm trying to talk. Disrespectful bastards. One more scream. I'm telling you. Let the bodies hit the floor. Okay, like I was doing until I got rudely interrupted. You can get some cool looking armor that looks very Assassin's Creed-ish. What's annoying about the game, but that's only because I'm always in a rush, because I feel like quick. You gotta get everything going right away. Is I hate puzzles. I fucking hate them with a passion. They give me like an aneurysm. And, yeah. And when you're live streaming, in a sick, twisted kind of way, I kind of like the added pressure. It's like, oh, there's a puzzle. There's people watching. Doesn't matter if there's 2 people or 200 people. The pressure's the same. Then you feel like you've put yourself, right, in the hot spot, and you got to figure your shit out. Because no one wants to watch a half-naked, sweaty, bald-tattooed guy running around in the dark in a circle looking for boxes to open. Right? And there's nothing exciting about that. So that's why I am trying to figure it out. Because I don't always like looking at guides to try to figure out where I'm supposed to go. I mean, it's fun doing it on your own, but it can be definitely frustrating. Especially like when it's dark and you can't see a damn thing. Hey, Junior D. How's it going? So yeah, so that's what's happening right now. It's a little bit of treasure hunting and a little bit of story. I just wanted to get rid of this cluster because it's also a high level area. And I got a pretty cool looking dagger as well. And I just don't know where I'm going. But it also showcases, because that's like what I've always said the main points of my streams are. So maybe I went too far down. It's to showcase the game. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I don't know why it's called the good, the bad, and the ugly. It should just be called the good and the bad, because the bad is always ugly. It's never sexy looking. I'm going to go grocery shopping in a few minutes. I hate grocery shopping. I get my groceries from Walmart. And then I show up in a car, I pop my trunk, and the mofos load up my car. I don't even have to go in. That's how lazy I am. I feel like a king. Deep breath. We're going to try and figure this out. Never thought I'd see the day where Walmart would make you feel like a king. Oh, it would help if I had... You son of a pineapple. I'm at work right now, so I'll have to take off in a minute, but once I'm home. Sounds good. That's if I'm still here. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. There we go. I had the bird highlighted. I'm like, never mind the bird. We need to find out... Okay. Shut up! I will light the fires from Hades. Vaffanculo! Lega quello sporco figlio di puttano! Huh? Chupame mi cazzo grande! Cazzo voi! Oh, I'm sorry, this is an English stream. The Tourette's kicked in for a second there. That was supposed to be cringy. If you're rolling your eyes, I did my job. If you're laughing, seek help. It wasn't funny. Oh, nice. You just picked it up. Yeah, I feel bad in a way. Like it's... I pride myself on trying to make high quality content. And what I mean by that... Yeah... is I really try to take my time with, you know, when I show someone where something is, right? A lot of times, how do you know where something is unless you've done it? All these people that just like run in, boom, boom, and they're there, it's because they saw somebody else do it, What's really sad is I gotta waste my time watching three knuckleheads do their own separate videos, and then I gotta take bits of each one and go, okay, so I think that's the direction to the treasure. And then I go out, do it in one shot. Obviously, it's because I watched other people do it, but that's not the point. And then later on in life, I do like a new game plus, or I try to do a video game again. And isn't it funny how I sometimes end up having to watch my own videos? Because other people are too rushed to just quick, the next video. Fuck it. I got 6 million subs. Bitches are going to watch this shit anyways. You know what I mean? And I find that with some people. I find that, is that the word, complacent? Once some people start getting big, not always, but I find sometimes the quality drops down a bit. You notice people trying real hard when they're, you know, where I'm at, just a small-time newbie, 10,000 subs, and once they hit 100,000, 1 million, 2 million subs, all of a sudden they're just trying to rush shit out. Some people rehash their own fucking videos every couple of days because they know they're going to get hundreds of thousands of views. They're just lapping it up. Because a couple of 100,000 views, that's like, fuck man, that's like $400, right? And some people can nail that in a day or two. It's like, PS5 came out. People are charging an extra $800 to buy it. Okay, so I was talking about armors and weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'll just rehash my own bullshit, pump out a couple videos, That'll make me $800, and then I'll go on Craigslist and I'll buy a fucking scalped PS5. Then I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna belittle scalpers and people that partake in that behavior. I'm just saying, that happens a lot. But yeah. Okay, so this clearly isn't working out well. Oh, let me try and think outside the box. Again, I'm not saying everybody's like that, but there are some people that are like that. And it bugs me. And then those people I unsubscribe to, because I'm an asshole that way. Okay, where is this? Okay, so it looks like it's right below me. But then when I jump off this balcony, I'm too low. Can I climb up? So it's not in there. Oh, there's a post. That should be, there you go. That's my next screenshot right there. Ew, I look like I had my period. What the fuck happened there? I look like I just got fucking neutered or some shit. That's not a good look. Okay, so maybe that won't be the next screenshot. Yeah, I seriously don't know. No, don't come this way. Okay, let go. Okay, seriously. The fuck's he doing? I gotta run outside and figure something out. Because there's clearly something that I'm failing to see. And why does it keep unchecking? Okay, so there's a couple of keys up there. I'll look on the outside. Sometimes there's a window that you can climb up. Okay. A little bit annoyed right now. So it's kind of like on that middle floor. Sometimes, not always. Huh? Told you. Literally, when I said sometimes you gotta think outside the box, that literally means outside the building as well. Because the building's like a box. Get it? You gotta be fucking shitting me. Well, at least I know where the chest is now. Yeah, at least I know where the chest is. Now, notice how there's 3 keys. I'm going to tell you this right now, and I made a video on it. Oh, that's what I want to say, that I felt bad. Because my time is limited, and I've been so burnt out lately, pumping out so much content. I've been so drained, 3-4 hours of sleep a night. It's not healthy. There was a chest I did that had 2 locks, but I only needed 1 key to unlock it. Another guy on YouTube called Gaming with Abyss. Cool guy, but not to be an asshole, his microphone frickin' sucks. It just sounds like kind of hard. Anyways. Really nice guy, though. He's got some good videos. He's got one where he was at the same chest I was at, but he needed both keys to actually open it. I was like, what? I only needed 1 key. So I thought that was interesting. So at least we know how to get to the chest. Now we just gotta figure out how to get to those keys. But yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating playing this game. Because these are what I call the slow moments, right? Because I don't want to just showcase like the highlights, even though that's the most exciting part when you're chopping people up and beating them like a cheap $2 steak. We got a key all the way up there. How the hell? I am so confused. Ah, okay, maybe in that tower. Yeah, I do that. But I also use the right analog stick. Yeah, it's up there. Okay, so that's one of them. I gotta run on all four sides in case there's one of those. It's either gonna be on the roof or it's gonna be one of those things where I have to go in the church and climb up a ladder. Okay, seriously? Oh, I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do. It's right over here. Huh? See, it says second Old Minster chess key. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna work, but I have done it before. Like I said in another video, where I actually only used one key and that was enough to get the chest. So I'm gonna test that out again. Oh, landed my head first into that bowl of something. Surprised I still have a face. Hello. How's it going? Now this is probably not gonna work again. You can actually see it highlighted. Would you get in the window? It's been eating too much pizza. Chest locked. Yeah, see? Find a key for each chest lock. Which I figured, but again, it proves my point. That I did one where there was two, and I had the second key. The first key actually wouldn't spawn. I couldn't even find the first key. I knew where it was from another video. But it just wasn't there in my game. Anyways, I walked up to it, and boom. I got my chess piece. Oh. Looks like there's a key. Down over here. Come on. Where the Where's that?
Need your eyes, my friend.
I'm gonna say this though, in this game I don't like the bird. The bird doesn't like do nearly as much as it did in Origins and Odyssey. Just do like where it just like marks all your targets and shit. This bird is borderline useless, to be honest. Worst bird out of all the Assassin's Creed. I can't even, like, do my vision with the bird. Yes, I do. I have everything. It catches my if even that. See? Where's the damn key that I was just looking at? Useless bird. Oh man, this is really frustrating. Why is he just screaming? Shut up! Yeah, I have no idea where this key is. Unbelievable. Hey Cody, how's it going? Okay, let's try that again. When I was outside... there was a key that was showing up over here. I only have one of the 3 keys, man. It better be a good piece of equipment. Now that white glowing line could very well be the key. Yeah, it is.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
See? Right there. Okay, so that means... Really? That's interesting. Yeah, don't use logic when playing this game. Because, you know, people... The key is up... What? That's so weird. Who the hell brought their fat ass up here and was like, yeah, let's leave the key up here? And that's why I used to make videos to this kind of stuff for this game. But after like nearly 70 videos I uploaded in a week, I just got so burnt out. It was so time consuming, I was falling back and I couldn't keep up with the content. Now to find that third key. And then we're done with that. Hey, Milkshake, how's it going? I still think Frenzied Milk is kind of a funny name. We're looking for like a little white glob of light. Kind of like how you see the yellow ones. And that one will tell us where the key is. The last one. See? This bird doesn't do shit. It's time to put the bird down. In the meantime, I am going to go and try to open the chest again. Just to see what happens. Yeah, I seriously don't know where that other one is. Where's all that smoke coming from? That's a window that you could break there. Is that the key there?
Let's see you, old friend.
Oh, that's just food. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of little glitches in this game. This is definitely, and it's convenient how it happens on a live stream. This is by far one of the most annoying... No problem. Chests I've tried to get. Like it's unreal.
What do you see?
Nothing, because it's a blind bird as far as I'm concerned. I'm telling you, what's inside that chest better be good. Or someone's getting stuffed inside the chest. Not gonna lie, I don't remember where the chest is.
Be my eyes.
Where that window was. No, it's not on this side. Did I completely miss it? Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, Jesus. It's on the other side. Yeah, no, it's good. It's just when you're hunting for stuff. Puzzles are never fun for me. This, Doom, puzzles, Zelda Breath of the Wild. I once live-streamed Zelda Breath of the Wild, one of the dungeons. That was a fucking mistake. Oh, would you just jump down already? There we go. Yes, that's a window I know that we can get into. Wait a second. Was that not the window I was just in a couple of minutes ago? Wasn't that the window I just broke? Who fixed a window while I was out looking for keys? What the hell? How creepy is that? The game's like, nope. Try again. Yeah, someone fixed a window while I was gone. See? What'd I tell you? You saw it. You saw it. How many keys did I have? 2. How many locks was there? 3. Told you. Yet in another instance, I only needed 1 key. So the game's a little bit odd like that. God, that was painful. And no, they're not all like that. They are not all like that at all. Like, not even remotely close. No, I don't think it's a glitch. I just think, because there's no other key. Like, when I scan near, there just is no other key. In another person's playthrough, all the keys showed up. Kind of like with the other chest. He had both keys, so he had to use both to unlock them. Whereas in my case, for whatever reason, it's almost like the game knows. Yeah, there's 3 locks, but we only gave the guy 2 keys in his playthrough. So we'll just have him need the 2 keys and that's it. It's almost like the game knows it's glitched. Even though that makes no sense, but that is essentially what's happening. We'll get our fast travel point. Might as well. Oh, I didn't know that was up there. But yeah, that's why if you can watch people's videos on these walkthroughs, how to get them. Well, that's my impression, is that the game is literally fucking with you. Like, how did that window get fixed magically? It was just a little creepy, if you ask me. And then it ended up fucking with me, and I forgot where it was. Because I was looking for an entrance and I didn't see it. Something did. And there's another one up here. This is a very interesting location, too. Like I said, you have 4 chests that are all clustered in this little area, St. Peter's, sort of like monastery church. And you've got 1, 2, 3 fast travel points all clustered together, but all of a sudden you can go to like an area like here, and they're all like spread out. They're not always spread out evenly, obviously, but it is just kind of interesting how you can go like here, you have all this space here, all this space, all this space, and then all of a sudden you'll just, you know, cluster like a bunch, kind of grouped together. Well, there, it's even better looking at it this way. Like, out of the entire game, this is by far the most clustered one. I mean, there's like 3 all side by side. And where... Okay, so it's right over there. Oh, shut it. I hate it when the NPCs go like all hog wild. In other Assassin's Creed games, they just go, is he mad? Like if you played like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or 2, you know, with Ezio de Firenze, they would just be like, is he drunk? Has he lost his mind? You know, like that's what the NPCs would say, because that's what people would say if they just saw someone monkeying around on the side of the wall. They don't just start, like, screaming at the top of their lungs. You do that if you see someone fall out of a window, not someone climbing up. You know what I mean? She is, unless she fell asleep. Right? Well, that's a... sounds like a personal problem. Yeah. Yeah, I watched some gameplay, by the way, on that other game, Immortal Phoenix Rising. Whatever the hell it's called. Seems like a good game. Between that and Cyberpunk 2077, I mean, like I said, all these games, boom, 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 if I just keep buying them, they just drain the living piss out of my funds. It's another Ubisoft game. I can't decide if I think it's going to be something I'm really going to enjoy, if it's something I can make some videos on, or not. This is going to hurt. But Cyberpunk definitely looks good. Again, I don't even really know too much about that game either. Oh, that's kind of like a mini dam. Why so hostile? That's it. Take a bath. Ow. Bye-bye. There better not be a damn puzzle with this one. It better just be like in and out and that's it. Bishop's Residence. Nope, that's the wrong spot. There we go. So an Altair outfit is being added to the game. Now we can look like the rest of the assassins. Well, that's already in the game. There's already an Altair looking... Oh, he did a complete backflip. I totally gotta save that. And add that to my assassinations compilation videos. Yeah, exactly. I got burnt out making videos for it. But it's called the Mentors set. Let me just,
Show me.
Okay, so it's inside that house. Man, I hate not having a mouse and keyboard.
Any last words, Ethan?
Last words? I haven't even said my first ones. Oh. There we go. Come on, let's go. Too slow. You had your chance. Oh, the white one. Yeah, no, this one's like a shit brown color. I'll show it to you in a moment. Okay, so this looks like a much smaller room. Okay, you're in the way.
Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
That's it. Run for your lives. You're in the way. Now, let's see. The hell? Oh, these little bastards. Trying to find a way. Huh? See that? No, don't crouch. I need him to stand up so I can shoot the lock. Ah. Let me just get rid of this guy. Oh, wow. Off with your head. I guess it wasn't glued on very well. Sounds good. Take it easy. Yeah, I like being able to hide the bow. For sure. Again, this is a good thought. Right? Where you shoot through the... Oh. I can't quite... Okay, if this fucking prick... Yeah. Bring it. The other guy's like, fuck that, I'm staying in here. And he's throwing javelins at me. Yeah, watch this. Whoops. Didn't work. Let me see if I could do it. See that? See that? Did you see that? He threw it at me, I caught it, spun around, I checked the back at him, and I one-shotted him. He's dead. That's a skill. How to get outfits Marvel Avengers online. You just... From what I remember, you just have to do the challenges, or you buy them from the store. Hello, Optic Gamer. How's it going? Yeah, that's one thing I hated about Origins. Couldn't get rid of that stupid shield. In this game, shit, you can dual wield shields, you know what I mean? There it is, but... I can't... Oh. Did you see that, though? Like, I'm supposed to shoot that lock to go in. Oh, there it is. Oh. That's it. That was the money shot right there. Hey, psst. He was too busy checking out his friend. Yay. The rest should be... Uh-oh. Hopefully this is fairly easy. Isn't this with... There is Thor's armor in this game. Yeah, I do have Thor's armor. Except for the cloak. You have to kill everybody in the order in order to get the cloak. Once you have the whole outfit... You're then able to get Thor's hammer. And you can get Loki's javelin as well. Alright, let's start climbing up here. There can't be much compared to that massive cathedral. That was a
The
nightmare.
other side must be barred.
Sounds good. So I managed to open the door. Or to shoot the lock off that thing. These doors are obvious. You just smash them. Move this aside. Something tells me I can't fit through that. Small. I might have to go through a door. But again, you see that? Right there. Door's open. Now I just have to find how to get there. But this is nowhere near the nightmare that was the other spot I was at. That was by far the absolute most ridiculous thing I had ever seen. Oh, nice, I got the cloak. Very nice. I'm level 400. Not feeling Marvel's Avengers, wish it had focused on its single-player campaign. I was so hyped until I found out it was live service. I'm surprised I even got subs on my channel. Me too. I don't know what you mean by live service, but you can play the game offline. I actually even made a video on that. Marvel's Avengers, to this day, is still one of the games I've live-streamed and talked about the most on my entire channel ever. Like, ever. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'll give you something to frickin' flowgouse about. There. Say hi to your grandma. Now, let's see if we have another... No, I did get all the 3 fast travel points. That's cool. So I got all the treasures. Because I don't care about these little things. Like, I don't care about those. So now I'm going to go get this one waypoint. Got a few minutes, and then I'm going to try to do a mission. Or a quest, or whatever you want to call it. Return to Halfdan. Where is Halfdan? I know I'm looking at it, and it's just too much clutter on my map. It's ridiculous. There it is. All the way up north. Oh, okay, it's all the way there. Okay, sounds good. I only have 16. 16 what, sorry? You mean like level in this game? Like your power level? I don't know if we're still talking about you can't replay the offline story mode once you've beaten it. I was able to. I was able to... I mean, sometimes it cycles through some of the missions. The war board, if we're still talking about Marvel Avengers. And... Now, I think I know what you mean. Like, yeah, there's certain specific missions you can't replay, but for the most part, you can. Because that's how I was grinding out different levels, right? To be able to level up my characters is by replaying missions. Maybe they weren't, like, story missions. I don't remember exactly. I just know that sometimes your warboard refreshes in one moment. You'll have one mission here, and then another one vanishes, another one replaces it. If you're talking in the sense of, like, replaying missions like Grand Theft Auto style, yeah, no, I don't think you can do that. But you can pretty much do everything offline without an internet connection, because I did it. That's a video I made that actually got a lot of views. I still play that game. I mean, I haven't recently because of all the games that have been coming out. Call of Duty, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, right? All these major games. Dirt 5 if you're into racing. Right, then 1 week goes to 2 weeks, goes to 3 weeks, then the next thing you know, it's been like a couple of months since I've played the game. I like the nighttime in this game. It's not too dark. You know, some games, like when it's nighttime, it's like unbearably dark. Here it's like just a perfect balance. Milkshake, is it this game you meant that your power level 16? Yeah, I think you just started the game, you were saying.
Won't be gentle if you spot me.
And as you said that, well, I hit it so that I can show off my tattoos, right? Come on, climb over the spike. You know you want to. I fucking hate when it does this, though. Because it ruins my... Ah, it's so annoying. Fun fact, Watch Dogs Legion and Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition both have the ability to handcuff multiple fighting styles. To handcuff and multiple fighting... Yes, yeah. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is such an underrated game. Such an amazing game. The voice acting was good, the story was good. You got to play good guy, bad guy at the same time. You were playing both sides because you're trying to get intel. Well, he shouldn't have been in the way. You see someone getting decapitated, you don't just stand there and go, oh, what's going on there? Alright, let's go, piss stain. Yeah, that was a smart move. Turn your back on me. Shoot one more arrow at me and see what happens. I'll grab it and I'll throw it back at you. But yeah, this is a huge pet peeve of mine. When it does it on its own, and then once you pop your cloak off, it undoes the hiding of the cloak that you did. Right? It's so that you could show off your tattoos. That's why they did that. That's why they give you the ability to hide everything. Your bow, hell, your weapons, if you don't want to see them sheathed at all. So that's kind of cool. What's stupid is you can't transmog. You can't alter the appearance of it like you could in Odyssey. However, I've talked about this before. You couldn't do that in Odyssey in the beginning either, I don't think. I think that came later. So I'm hopeful that they'll do that later. I'm looking for that video now. Yes and no. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so there are some subtle things about this game I wish they would have done from day one. But hopefully in a future update, they'll allow us to alter the appearance of our character. So that you're wearing one set of armor, but it looks like you're wearing another set. Because you might want the perks from a set of armor, but that doesn't mean you want to look like that. And it also doesn't mean that you just want to hide what you're wearing either. Mudgy, how's it going? Are you new to the channel? Okay. Welcome aboard the crazy train. Who's texting me now? Oh, wow. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go soon. Almost done. Then I'm gonna get ready for supper. That's crazy that I spent an hour and all I did was I got 3 pieces of armor and 3 fast travel points. That's how long it took. But in a way, to be honest, I'm kind of glad I did that. Because I like showing all aspects of a game, not just like the good points. I like showing how frustrating it can be to do certain things, and yeah, it's important. I'm just looking at my cam tank. I'm trying to get the placement of my microphone perfect. Notice how I brought back the ring around the webcam, and it kind of matches the orangey brownish background that I have. Just to kind of make it look, stand out a bit more. And I also trimmed off some of the sides. You know how some people, they're on webcam, right? And they're like in ultra-wide mode. And you can see like, you know, almost like their entire room. It's like super wide. It's like, you know, this wide, let's say, but they're only taking up this much room. It's like no one needs to see like your bed over here and all this shit. And then it's like taking up too much of the screen, right? So I trimmed off some of the edges. So this is actually a 4:3 aspect ratio. So like the old school where it's almost like a perfect square. So what's the biggest city so far? And what was that one place you were at yesterday? The castle on the hill and snow. Well, I'm not on a PS5, otherwise that would have been fast travel. There was a few big castles that I did. I mean, I did a lot of stuff yesterday. I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, the snow stuff tends to be up north. It may have been... No, it wasn't in the Snottingham. No, seriously, that's what it's called. Snottingham. Ham snot. It's fucking disgusting. Ham snot is like when you leave a piece of ham sit on the counter for a week. And it gets all like slimy, like jelly. And then you're like drunk and you think it's Jello. And you're like, yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, I think it was somewhere up here. Though, the one right before the update came. Oh, and as for the biggest city, honestly, I have no idea. I haven't, like, gone, look at the size of that city. And I mean, there's just, like, a lot of big settlement areas. But, yeah. I suppose you can see it. That means I gotta unhide everything. So that's the armor I'm currently using now. I don't have the Thor armor. Like the whole set, I don't have the cloak. I have to kill everyone in the order to do that, so I'll hide that piece. So that's essentially the... I'll just do the helm and... Whoops. Just so you get a taste of it. There it is. So it's nothing overly flashy. And it's dark outside, but you kind of get the idea a little bit. There, a little bit in the sun. It's like a blue... There you go. So that's the Thor outfit. Damn you, son. You keep moving. Anyways. Well, that's the whole idea. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can jump in the air. I wouldn't say flashy like Marvel Avengers. You can get Thor's hammer, Loki's javelin, and they're always, like, glowing like electricity, like yellow electricity, so that's kind of flashy. There we go. So that's Thor's armor. I'll show you the Assassin's Creed-ish looking one, the one that actually looks like Assassin's Creed. It's the Mentors. This one's like the classic, what I call the classic look. Do I have the whole set? Raven's kind of cool. Mentor trousers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade that because that'll alter the look as well. But this will give you a general idea. So much armor. There, Mentors. Again, I've got to upgrade. Oh, I've got to upgrade that big time. Well, whatever. Okay, so this is... Oh, you mean you sold it? So there's the Assassin's Creed... What I call the classic look. Right? That the classic, what we're used to seeing our protagonists look like. There we go. Every time I go in the sun moves. And then when we put our cloak on... There we go, huh? How do you like me now? That makes you feel like you're playing an Assassin's Creed game. Talking about abilities that are brutal. See, when someone says flashy, I literally think flashy. Like as in glowing lights and shit like that. Yeah, there's dismemberments, decapitations, lots of legs and heads and arms being lopped off. Doesn't have to be the last person in the group. Doesn't have to be a heavy melee hit. Doesn't have to be skilled in. There we go. In the light. There we go. Can you see that? Kinda. Fucking camera angle. Anyways. Fucking sun keeps moving. But yeah, there you have it. That's the Assassin's Creed-ish look. One of my favorite ones is the Valkyrie. That one's arguably the flashiest one in the game. When I think flashy, I literally think like very blingy, shiny, stands out, you know? That's what I think by flashy. Like, to me, that's flashy. Literally. Come on. Of course, the sun, the weather's very dynamic, but this one's probably one of my favorite armors in the entire game. I mean, it's incredibly blingy. A lot of reflections, a lot of silver and gold. It's very nice. What are the ability? Oh, there's so many of them. Phil, I would keep watching, but I'm going to pick up my little... Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. I'll just show you quickly, and then I want to do a mission real quick, because I do have to go soon. I'm not going to show you the whole skill tree, because there's literally 400 fucking skills. But there's things like heavy dual wield, where you can use two double-handed weapons. Things like berserker metal, fight a reckless abandon, partially filled adrenaline slot will not be affected. Extra adrenaline slot. After a stun, weak enemies nearby may cower in fear. Light bow combo. Just you do more damage the more damage you do. Enemies who perish from one of your fire attacks will continue to burn. Sprint bash, you know what I mean? Like there's, like, I mean, I could be here for a long time just showing you every single little thing. There's like literally a lot. Then you have actual abilities, which are the books that you buy. You know, poisonous powder trap, fire bow trap, ranged poison strike, fire strike, piercing shot, axe blizzard, where you just toss a bunch of axes at people. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much in this game. I don't have them all. Focus of the near. Yeah, just everything slows down. Man's best friend, you can summon a wolf to maul people. Throwing axe fury, that's very similar to that other one where you just chuck a bunch of axes. Faint death, you could pretend like you died. Like, that's kind of cool. That reminds me of World of Warcraft, faint death. Poison strike. Get it? Russian bash, you can run, grab a guy like that and just fucking toss him off a cliff. Like, that's cool right there. That's like Roman Reigns' fucking spear, you know what I mean, in WWE. Then there's the kick of Tyr. So I guess you could say these are flashy, right? Then there's like the harpoon impalement. You harpoon people, you grab them, spin them into objects. I almost forget what the hell I was doing.
I feel stronger already.
That was random. But yeah, see, take a look at that armor in the light. That's the Valkyrie one. It's pretty cool. I'll try to at least do one quick mission, if there's a such thing as quick. I'll see how much time I have left there. Which is really not much. I may actually have to go, but we'll see. Around this time is like really iffy for me, like around 4 o'clock. It's where I get antsy. It's where I want to start going for my my second or third walk of the day to get some exercise. Right before the sun goes down and it's pitch black and people don't know how to drive and almost fucking run me over. It's really frustrating. And then I get ready for supper for around 5 o'clock. So ideally when I have time, I walk before supper and then I walk after supper to help digest. So that my diabetes doesn't kick my ass.
Slow sips, Halfton. It helps the brew stay down.
I would like to see all black, see an all black outfit. Yeah, that would be cool. There kind of is one. Kinda. The one that I had originally on, I think is black.
Drink the rest.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Moira. That is all for now.
I don't think the voice acting is terrible in this game. It's been deemed one of the worst Assassin's Creed for voice acting.
Her soothing herbs lift the fog from my mind for a time.
How long has she been mixing these for you?
You're stalling, Eivor. Tell me what you've learned. What news from the north?
The Picts were beaten back. We took their lives and their treasures. Faravid asked me to deliver this.
Is he taunting me? Faravid poisons the wine he gifts me. These goblets are a cruel joke. He is mocking me.
We did capture
Yep.
some barrels of Frankish Black.
Or white.
He said they were for you, but I made him open a cask. We drank together. There was no poison.
Speak without guise, Eivor. Does he plot against me or no? Does he keep secrets? Give me something I can use.
Shut up.
Now you must choose between treason and madness. Between the serpent's fang and the bite of a rabid wolf.
I do.
Faravid asked for my silence, but Halfdan expects the truth. If I'm not careful, these lies will pile up, one upon the next.
Yeah, so that's
You're
one thing.
grown awfully silent, wolf-kissed.
Shut it or I'm going to silence you. Now, this is huge right here. I probably shouldn't have done this. There's a few people in the stream. I'm glad, because I was kind of hoping there'd be more, because this is actually one of the biggest things in the game right here. The decisions you make in the game for dialogue is absolutely insane. More than any other Assassin's Creed game ever. Like, Faravid is planning an attack versus Faravid is honorable. So, either which way, you're fucking someone over. Do you know what I mean? That's fine. Like, either which way. Like, that's huge. Think about this for a second. Yeah, so the dude... Oh yeah, no, he's cool. Then he ends up fucking him up. Versus you tell him the truth, but now Faravid's gonna be pissed because you just betrayed him. So, heads or tail. You're screwing someone up. Either which way. That's massive. Like, wow. Out of every game I've ever played in my life, and I've been gaming for several decades, this is probably the game that I find your choices are the absolute most impactful ever. Like, it's major. I don't remember who Faravid is, so bear with me for a moment. I just want to Google him really quick. AC Valhalla. Faravid. Halfdan or Faravid. Oh, there you go. I'm just going to read this super quick. Choosing between Halfdan and Faravid is something you'll have to do during the blah 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 storyline. The choice takes place at the very end of the arc, and once it's done, you'll return home with another alliance. However, a lot of players are wondering whether making the wrong choice here will endanger the alliance. If you're wondering exactly what happens when you pick one of the two, our AC Halfdan guide will show you the consequences. If you try to reason with Halfdan, he'll go on a tirade and banish Faravid from Jorvik, who will in turn say he doesn't want to serve under a man who appropriates others' achievements as his own. You'll escort Faravid out of town, he'll be sad, but he won't admit or deny that he knew about the cups. We're not sure how this will affect your alliance with Jorvik, so we suggest you don't pick this option unless you're willing to gamble. Stand down or fight me, Faravid. If you pick this option, Faravid will not stand down. You'll have to battle him then and there, and he'll try to dissuade you the whole time. After the fight, you'll get a friendship bracelet from Halfdan. Your alliance secured. You'll return to Mercia. So what? So that... Fucking hell. That actually doesn't answer my question. If you try to reason... Oh, okay. Fuck it. He's playing an attack. I think is what I'm gonna choose. I'm just trying to remember who the hell Faravid is. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, you know what? Fuck him. Poisoning people is never cool.
Planned an attack on the Picts at Madness. Without you.
That twin-faced, backstabbing glory eater! When? Tell me.
I won't know until we meet again, at a place called the Wolves.
Good. Go to him. Watch, listen. Unearth his lies. You will find them.
Yeah, I do gotta go. Yeah.
If you fear poison, Lord, you must consider everything. Even Moira's brew.
Impossible. Moira has been with me for an age. She is no witch. She is kind and... Perhaps you could speak with her and find out for yourself. She stays within Doncaster, not far from here. If you learn something, find me north of Doncaster. One of my scouts there has troubling news. He'll be on done.
I might be able to come back within the hour. Don't rely on that. There's a small chance that that could happen.
I should see Moira about this brew she's been feeding Afton.
But yeah, I gotta go get ready. I like to always go for those walks. And I want to play a little bit of guitar too. I think I've mentioned that a lot, eh? That I've been playing guitar for the better part of a third of a century. But there has been many times where I would literally take 5 years off, wouldn't play for like half a decade. I would play for 6 months, drop it for 2 years, play for a couple of weeks, really hard, drop it for another, you know what I mean, 7 years, and it's really, really annoying that I've been doing that. I've never been consistent with my guitar playing. I can write a lot of music and play a lot of stuff, but not nearly as much as you would expect when someone tells you they've been playing guitar for a third of a century. You would expect me to be able to go like 100 million miles an hour up and down the fretboard, which I can't do. But anyway, so those are some of the things that I like to do during the day that I try to set time aside for, no matter what's going on. Even if it's just like 20 minutes. That's why I no longer stream like 4 or 5 hours a day, because it's too ridiculous, right? If I was getting like thousands of viewers per stream, I have to admit it'd be a lot harder to not do it multiple times a day, right? Like that would be pretty cool. But yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by for the few people that are left. Like I said, I'm going to go walk. Do the arc with who? There's an arc with multiple people. Like multiple people. There's like 10, 12 different clans. You gotta have a big channel. Thank you. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but hey, whatever works, works. Do like that guy, Abu Gaming, from the Middle East. Do that shit. That was, and I never asked for it, so, but that was so nice of him. He's done that a couple of times before. You remember him? Remember a couple of days ago? I'll never forget that day. It was one cold November 16th. The day after my birthday. I pondered, what would it be like to have more than, 10 people in a stream? And then, bam. I had 225 consecutive viewers in my stream. I was like, whoa. And that carried on for about an hour. Like, it was fluctuating a bit, but I never dropped, like, below 150. Roughly. And then it would, like, idle 180, 190, 210, 215. It was pretty wild. So that told me that I'm able to retain those people. Because I've talked about this before. You can have people raid your stream, like on Twitch, for example. Because I'm a sneaky little bastard. That's how. That's a long, complicated story. Same thing with my loot. Feast your eyes upon my wares, young one. Sounds good. But yeah, so some people will raid someone else's channel trying to help them out, but not to be rude. If you're nothing like... Okay, I know I keep going on about this guy because I really like him. Dr. Disrespect. If you don't know him, Google him now. Just don't forget about little old me after. But Dr. Disrespect to me is the streaming god. Let's say him and I were friends, just hypothetically speaking. And he was all like, you gotta check out my bro, Phil. Check him out. Oh yeah, sure. Probably have a couple thousand people in my live stream. But they would quickly see I'm not as funny, I'm not as good as Dr. Disrespect, so they would just kind of bloop. You know what I mean? Very few of them would subscribe, if any, because I'm not like Dr. Disrespect, right? So when this guy came in and he shared my stream, almost everybody that came in stayed. But at the end of the stream, only 8 people subscribed. That's not a big turnover, right? It was one of the biggest subscriber boosts I had ever gotten out of a live stream. Because I generally get like 2 to 4 subscribers a live stream. So it's kind of like you're slowly nickeling and diming subscribers from the live streams alone. 2 to 3 here, 2 to 3 there. It doesn't sound like much, but you do that a couple of times a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and you're looking at a good couple of several thousand new subscribers that joined your channel because of your mumbling and rambling on your live streams. But again, where's my average at? Still at the same number. I can count on one hand how many people are in the stream. And that's the thing. You can have all these people constantly, like, join. Doesn't mean they're all going to watch, though. So, since I started live streaming about 3.5 months ago, I've gotten a good 300 to 400 new subscribers from just live streaming alone. But there's nowhere near that in the stream. Right? So that was a little bit depressing. Then I looked at some other big YouTubers that are like 400,000 or 500,000 subscribers, like Jor Raptor is a monster of a YouTuber. He's just blowing up out of proportion. He's got a team though, but whatever. And when he live streams, he gets like I can't remember what the numbers were, like several hundred people, and I was like, holy cow. But then I did the math, and proportionately, I had as many viewers on my stream as he did. Get it? Because I only got 11,000. He's got like 620,000. Right? But proportionately, we were about the same. Then there was another guy that's like really good at streaming. Like, I mean, he's really good. I just forget his name off the top of my head. And he's at like 1 million, 1.2 million or something like that. And I was like, holy shitballs, this guy's got like so many thousands of people in his stream. But again, I did the math, and he wasn't all that far ahead of me, again, proportionately, right? So, but it doesn't always work that way either, because I know a guy, Milky, from Canada. I've spoken to him a few times. He's the one that just does Skater XL. That's like all he does. Skater XL, Skater XL, oh, and Skater XL. This dude uploads a video, guaranteed he's getting 20,000 views. Easy, per video. But he's got about 20 or 25,000 subscribers. He just started his channel in January this year. He's been on YouTube half as long as I have, and he's got triple the amount of subscribers I got. Right? So does that mean mathematically that he's 6 times better than me? No, not necessarily. His numbers would suggest that. But he's really like mellow, down to earth, just calm. He's not overly like, yo, bros, it's your boy, Timmy. You know, the people that sound like that, those are the people you want to choke. He doesn't sound like that at all. And he's not all like, yo, guy, check it. We're gonna flip it and trick it. So stay tuned. Those people you want to elbow drop. Yeah, I'm a true assassin. I play a lot, you know? You wouldn't be able to do this without spending money. I'm connected to an online server that that manipulates your saves. I put them on the computer, then I transfer them back to my console. So that's how I do that. And then I can go and buy like an infinite amount of runes. Yeah. And it's quite expensive. It's an online service. Hello, Harrison. I gotta go, though, unfortunately. Well, I might have like an extra minute there just to babble. But yeah. If you Google PS4 Save Wizard, that will tell you how I did this. That'll tell you how I did this. Completed the entire skill tree. But yeah. Anyway, so that's why I figure if I just keep plugging away, you know, at it, eventually it's a numbers game, right? It's a numbers game. That's all it is. It's like winning the lottery. It's like anything else. The more you play, the better chance you have of winning. You're not going to win if you don't play, right? It's the same thing with live streaming. You don't think it's kind of a little bit of a bummer that my average views on a video is like fucking 15 to 20 views? My average streams have like enough people you can count on one hand, right? But even if that happens to you, that's not a reflection of how good or bad you are. It's not a reflection that you need to step it up. There will be people that'll tell you that, but that's a bunch of lies. I've met some seriously boring, useless twat bags. Yes, it's rude, but there's no sugarcoating it. There is no sugarcoating it. They're useless, but they will kick your ass. They will kick your ass in statistics. Guys got millions of subs, hundreds of thousands of views per video, thousands of people per live stream. You can still be a useless shit stain. Does not mean that you're special. Doesn't mean that you're good at what you do. It just means that you found other idiots to tune in. That's all it means. So if you ever try to live stream and it just doesn't go well, or you upload and you don't get that many views on most of your videos, doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do. Because I've met some amazing YouTubers that you will never hear of because they just don't get the numbers. And they're some of the funniest people I've ever seen in my whole life. They're just so good at what they do. It's criminal how low their view count is. So you can't judge success by numbers. I mean, yes, you can on the outside, obviously. If a guy's making $20,000 a month on YouTube, yes, the person is successful, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't mean that they're good at what they do, though. Yes, you do. He's like, oh, he's been streaming for an hour, he's probably going to be ready to pack it in. I really don't have the time to hear him rambling 100 miles an hour, but I'll just come in anyways and be like, oh, I didn't know you were streaming. Gosh darn, maybe I'll catch you next time. I see you, Harrison. How do I get that stuff on Xbox? You don't. Because you can't physically take your game save and put it on a USB. I was thinking of it. What I always told myself, and again, this is not a an ego boost here. You know, I get it. I'm not the funniest. I'm not the most entertaining. I'm not the most boring, but I'm not the funny. You know, I'm just an average Joe Blow. Nothing special. I'm like the dude next door. Nothing that stands out like a Dr. Disrespect. However, one thing I do know I have is, man, can I ever effing talk. I'm not saying everything I'm saying is interesting, but I've seen people that try to carry on a conversation, especially when they're streaming and they're alone and there's nobody in the stream. I've done this on Twitch. Do you know how hard it is to stream for 2.5 hours and commentate a one-way conversation for 2.5 bloody hours as if there was 1,000 people watching you, but there's nobody there? How the hell do you rebuttal to your own shit? I'm telling you, that is something. I waited 15 years to work on YouTube because I didn't think I was going to be able to find enough content to upload, and I was nervous that I wasn't going to know what to say, that I was going to spend countless amounts of hours coming up with a script. What do I say? How do I narrate it? 15 years I wasted. Then I just did it, and then I got monetized in 6 months, and then I was making hundreds of bucks a month. And I kicked myself in the ass. I've said this multiple times. Imagine had I been doing this shit the whole 15 years since YouTube first opened. Oh, man. Which leads me to the podcast thing. Podcasting can be a gold mine if you're good. If you've got either a good voice, you're just good at talking. You're not stuttering or, skipping all over your words, or tripping all over your words, rather, constantly. Podcast can be an absolute gold mine. There's a guy I don't like. You guys might like him, and that's okay if you do. I just can't stand him personally. His name is Joe Rogan. He just goes on, rambles on about what he thinks, kind of like what I do. Only he's getting paid millions of dollars for it. And that's what he does now. He podcasts, and he makes an absolute shit ton of money. It's insane. Because there's an audience for him. There's people that want to listen to what he has to say. It's the same thing with Alex Jones. A lot of times I don't think he believes the shit that comes out of his mouth, but conspiracy theorists will lap it up like a kitten in front of a bowl of milk. And again, the guy's a multimillionaire. If I could spew all the ridiculous shit he says, knowing that I would get millions of dollars, I would do it for a few years, It could be fun. But podcasting costs money, as far as I know. As far as I know, you have to sign up on like a podcasting website, kind of like a YouTube, Twitch-like thing, but podcast-oriented. I don't know if you can do video or if it's just audio, because there are podcasts that you can like see the people, like Howard Stern. He's like a radio talk show podcast kind of guy, but you can see him, right? You see him at his little booth there, and he's got his people working with him in the room and stuff like that. He's on Sirius Radio or whatever. That was actually one of my biggest dreams growing up. People used to ask me, what do you want to do? Do you want to be a movie star? Do you want to be a rock star? Do you want to be a wrestler? Do you want to be famous? I was like, nah, I just want to be like a talk show host, like a Jimmy Kimmel, a Jimmy Fallon. Except I wouldn't want to be a Jimmy. I'd still want to be Phil. Maybe they could call me Philly, right? Late night with Philly. Philly, Jimmy, and Jimmy. But yeah, that was something I always wanted. So that's why the whole Twitch, YouTube thing is very appealing, right? Because you essentially can have your own talk show. But the people have to tune in. That's the thing. I used to listen to the radio. Now I don't, simply because I'm too hung up on listening to myself. A lot of the stuff that I upload, I go back and I listen to my own stuff, and I try to find nuances, things that I don't like that I may have said or done. I try to look for patterns, because nobody's perfect, unless you're Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, that's fine. There's just certain things that I look for sometimes. So I try to work on my craft, if you will, because it is like a craft, right? There's things that you can learn, things that you can do to be better. There's like golden rules of thumbs of things that you can do. Like when you have proper lighting and, like a decent camera, a good quality one, you have a decent sounding microphone, and you sound and look professional, even if what comes out of your mouth isn't necessarily professional, if the presentation's half decent. That's why I pride myself on my backgrounds. That's like a piece of paper that's used in photography. It's a backdrop that I actually put and hung up on top of my green screen because I couldn't get my green screen to work properly, the one that used to blank out my background. And I find that the more professional you look, that can be very attractive for people. I do not know Bob and Tom, no. I don't really know a lot of people, period, to be honest. I'm very self-consumed with myself, and I know that sounds really bad, but it's because, like I said, I go back and study and go, I do a lot of that. I gotta focus. I gotta remain conscious, self-aware that I'm doing these things or saying these things to try to be better. That I don't get a lot of time to watch other people do their shit. I spent 15 years watching other people do their shit, you know what I mean? And I watched my life pass me by, a decade and a half, all these people making tons of money, thinking, wow, I wish I could do that. And then, like I said, a couple years ago, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and I finally said, you know what? We're fucking doing this. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to upload. But we're going to do it. And like I said, I've been very, very fortunate so far. Trying to find heavy dual carry. I'll show you, but then after that, I seriously gotta go. So when you look at the middle of your tree, a new beginning, shoot northwest. Literally. So like follow the path here to your first big skill. Go up here. Keep going on like a 45-degree angle. And right there is heavy dual wield. So you're going to have to put a good number of points to spiderweb your way to it. See that? Right there. So start from here. Start going up north. Once you get Stomp, just try to stick to the left as much as possible. Literally, because if you go down, you'll go into the assassination tree. And if you stick to the left, you will have no choice but to eventually get what you want. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that's why I don't know a lot of people. I don't watch a lot of people. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes late at night, I'll watch a few people, just kind of see how they do their thing. But I also don't want to be influenced, and I've mentioned that before, about a month ago. I don't ever want to do something or say something and have someone go, hey, that Phil dude, he kind of reminds me of this one guy or this girl or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I would never want that. I would rather get less views but be original than get more views but I just remind everybody of someone, because then that I don't have my own identity, if that makes any sense. And that's what's kind of cool with streaming. You can have 10 people do the same shit, play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Maybe one guy's better than me. Maybe another guy's worse than me, but he's twice as funny as me, so he might be more entertaining to watch. The other guy's good at the game, he's better at giving you tips, but he's boring as shit to listen to. And just to try to find that, you know, happy medium, right? Me, when I watch someone, the rare time, I don't care about the game too much. How well they do, it's all about them, because that's essentially what it ends up being. It becomes about them. That's why you can have people that are known for one video game play another game after. They're still going to get tens of thousands of consecutive viewers in their live stream because they're so invested in him or her that the game no longer matters. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Like Hollow, Nick Merckx, all the big guys, Tim Teamer, all the people that pull in like 50, 60,000 consecutive viewers because they're some of the best people in the world at Call of Duty. They could play Hello Kitty Adventure Island and they would still rank in 30, 40,000 views live because of who they are, not the game they're playing, right? Asmongold in closing is the best example. If you don't know who he is, Asmongold. All he does is plays World of Warcraft, predominantly. But he's one of the most successful streamers in the world. Right next to Dr. Disrespect. The guy pulls in like a couple of 100,000 views a day. A day. Just playing World of Warcraft. So again, World of Warcraft as a whole, we can say is a dead game compared to how it used to be from 2004 to 2008 at its peak. right? Well, that was over a decade ago. For a lot of people, for more than half the people, World of Warcraft has died. But watch Asmongold, and he'll have you think otherwise. He could play a dead game and never pull under 50,000 people in his stream. He averages close to 70,000 people per stream. That's like Dr. Disrespect doesn't even always pull in those numbers. Do you know what I mean? And this dude just plays World of Warcraft. And he does a lot of talking like I do. So it's like, it's out there. Like it's possible, right? And that's why those people, I watched them a little bit. Because they can give you hope. You could be like, wow, all this guy is doing is this. And he's only playing that game? That game's like 15 years old. That shit died 10 years ago. And look at the money he's making. He makes like $5,000 or $6,000 US a day, I think. A day. That's a lot of money. Like, that's some crazy shit. If I can ever make in a month what he makes... Shit, if I can make in 2 months what he makes in a day, I would be set for life. So yeah. So it is a grind. It is mentally draining, but it can be quite rewarding. If you end up taking off. But yeah. There's a lot of competition, though. Yeah, I heard something about that earlier on Twitter. Didn't get a chance to look into it. I'll probably check that out later. But yeah, I definitely need to go. I'm like late. Like, I mean, you have no idea how late I am. Like, I'm talking like 40 minutes late. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. And if I do come back, if you're curious, it'll be in roughly 3 hours-ish. Around 8 o'clock Eastern time. So it's almost 5 o'clock now, my time. So around 8 o'clock-ish, if I do decide to come back and not catch up on some other stuff, that's when I'll be back. Probably do a little bit more of this shit. Probably I'll start off with a bit more story stuff, because hunting for treasure can be boring, but that's why I put it in the title. Probably do some story, try to get through that, and then as I go along, try to find the rest of the gear in the game. But yeah. Alright, I shall maybe see some of you a little bit later.